Number two, I didn't completely give up on the channel. I have just been focusing on building a second channel, something I've been considering doing, and I've actually expanded my business, and that's part of the second channel. So let me explain. Okay, so back in the fall, the last video I made, after I was finished with that one, for a while, I've been considering making a second channel. A lot of people have been asking on other videos, hey, this project's really cool, you know, whatever, how much did it sell for, or when did it sell, or how much do you expect to get out of it? And I've been considering a way to be able to share that, but I didn't really want to do it on the DIY channel because everything ended up just being makeovers or like furniture builds, painting tricks, things like that. And the other thing is, to be honest, I got a little burned out on videos and the emails and all that on the back end from like companies wanting me to sponsor like hardware to hang hammocks from ceilings and like metal stand-up desks that sit on top of desks that I'm supposed to, you know, leave a link to Amazon and like paint companies, and you know, instead of getting paid for it, they'll send me a sample of paint and things like that. That's just not the direction I wanted DIY Dork to take. It was all about the makeovers, and when I started, it was really about showing makeover flips. It was always about the flip. It was selling off the furniture, so I was showing ideas. Well then, as the channel grew, I was like, are people going to get bored watching me paint a dresser over and over again? I should do some other ideas. Well then I started making some like wood tables, and then I thought, I just keep making tables over and over. What else can I do? Well, how about I get crazy with some of the makeover ideas, and I'll carve them, and I'll, you know, who knows what, I'll splatter paint them and all this kind of stuff. Well, the crazier the ideas got, the harder they were to sell, and it really, everything started going down. So the channel was growing, but the actual sales and all that kind of stuff and coming up with new ideas was getting a lot harder. So I wanted to stop for a little bit and regather what I was going to do. Also, in January, I turned 36. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be 36 years old. Is this really what I want to be doing right now? Is to spend, you know, 3, 4, 5 days working on a dresser and video and editing and all that, you know, get a $30 dresser, redo it, and then on a really good day, it might sell for like 150 bucks. You know, is that worth my time, or do I want to expand the business further? So I really got into reselling. So I've been selling all sorts of things. So not just furniture, but anything you could think of, like old electronics, vintage games, vintage toys, and clothing, and Nintendo stuff, and instruments, and even furniture that I don't do anything to. I just flip it as is. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. And a lot of it goes on eBay, a lot of it goes on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace locally, and it's doing really well. So well that has become my focus, and I will still be doing some makeovers here, but if you want to keep up with all of my sales, my resales, the furniture I do, the other things I sell and all that, I have a second channel, and it's called FlippinDork. All right, so I've been building it up for a few months. It's growing really well. It's actually growing at a faster pace than DIY Dork was at the same level, if that makes sense, when it first started. So I think it's going to really take off pretty well. So if you want to go check that out, go ahead, and I'll leave a link in the description. You can go, if you like any of the videos, leave a comment or, you know, a thumbs up, whatever. It'd be really awesome if you could subscribe. YouTube, you know, between the last video and now, you know that YouTube had all kinds of changes, lots of censorship. They have set up where you have to have so many subscribers and so many minutes viewed or something like that to get ads back on the videos. Well, that channel had ads on it, and then they went away. I make a couple of videos a week on there, and I'm trying to grow it back up. So I have to have, I think, at least 1,000 subscribers, and it's like 40,000 or 400,000 minutes viewed or something like this. It's quite a bit of work to get it up there. So I'm working on building it up because I wanted to get back to the roots of the resell, not make videos about how many ways I can, you know, change paint and turn it into, you know, chalk paint or milk paint, and then because of that video I get contacted by a company that wants me to sell their chalk paint, which don't make sense. You know, I'm showing how to make it and they want me to sell it, and I don't really get paid for it anyway. You know, I get like a free can of paint, you know, whoop-de-doo. But anyway, I'm sure that's kind of how a lot of the YouTubers are going now. They're you know, like promoting products. Maybe some of them are getting paid, some of them are getting paid in products. That is just not what I wanted to happen with DIY Dork. It was all about the makeovers and the flips, to the resell part, okay? So I've grown that to even more resell. So that's what I'm doing now. So like I said, I have that second channel. FlippinDork, you can go check out. I'll put a link in the description. But also, don't worry, I have some makeovers coming up. There's a dresser I redid, and I actually have sold it. It was a little while back, and I will have that coming up next. I'm also currently working on one right now. I have a new drum set I'm probably going to redo that could be kind of an interesting little makeover idea. And then I even have a video I shot, and I just haven't put it together yet. And it shows one of the furniture flips where I really didn't do any major makeover to it. I just made it look a lot better, and I made really good money off of it. So if you're interested in kind of the whole idea of buying furniture and reselling, which I think a lot of people are, or if you're just interested in makeovers, I still have that coming. But like I said, I have a lot more videos coming out on my other channel, you know, a couple a week. I'm a little behind on them right now because I have so much going on. But I just, you know, I go yard selling and thrifting, and I buy things off of Craigslist and all that, and I sometimes redo them or sometimes just flip them as is. If that sounds interesting, go ahead and check that out. So anyway, I will have a makeover video coming out next, but I've been getting a lot of messages from people wondering what happened, and this is what happened. I took a break from it all and was building up a second channel, and I have just kind of grown the resale business part of it, and it's really taken off. So anyway, go ahead and check that out, and thanks for